Roof Max of Hickory. Affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit MakeMyRoofLast.com.
The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data. The WHKY News continues as we have a look at today's crime report. I'm Ralph Mangum. Starting in the courtroom today, 38-year-old Angelica Leanne Crane of Hickory will serve 7 to 10 years in prison for drug and property crimes following her guilty plea during Catawba County Superior Court Tuesday, March 18th. The Honorable Donald R. Curitan, Superior Court judge from Mecklenburg County, handed down the sentence. Crane was convicted for trafficking fentanyl by possession, possession of methamphetamine, identity theft, and obtaining property by false pretenses. Crane will also be required to pay a mandatory fine of $100,000 for the trafficking offense, as well as restitution in the amount of nearly $14,700 to victims of the identity theft and false pretenses charges. Crane was a passenger in the rear seat of a vehicle that was stopped in February of this year. Drug paraphernalia was seen in plain view in the vehicle. During a custodial scan of the defendant the next day, a trafficking amount of fentanyl was found in her person. In December 2024, a vehicle driven by Crane was stopped and a canine unit alerted to drugs in the vehicle. A search led to the recovery of meth. From June to August 2023, Crane and several co-defendants made fraudulent charges from the account of a now-deceased victim after obtaining his banking information. The cases were investigated by Wesley Crow of the Catawba County Sheriff's Office and Jacob Watson and Seth Vanderwerken of the Hickory Police Department. Assistant District Attorney Howard Wellens handled the prosecution with aid from legal assistant Meredith Scott. With details on a drug trafficking arrest following a two-state chase, here's Rob Eastwood.
According to police reports, the suspect in this case led officers on a chase that started in Lincoln County and ended in South Carolina. The suspect is charged with multiple drug trafficking counts. He also faces a firearm charge. The suspect was brought back to Lincoln County and placed in the Harvin A. Krause Detention Center. 33-year-old Matthew Clayton Barber of Lincoln County was arrested Monday by Lincoln County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with offenses including trafficking methamphetamine by possession and transport, trafficking fentanyl by possession and transport, possession with intent to sell and deliver meth and fentanyl, and possession of a firearm by a felon. On Monday, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit was doing surveillance on what authorities describe as a known drug house in western Lincoln County. When a vehicle left the residence, investigators attempted to conduct a traffic stop due to a reported highway violation and because the registered owner had a suspended driver's license. The suspect's vehicle fled and a chase followed. The vehicle traveled through Lincoln County into Gaston County and then into South Carolina. The chase ended in South Carolina where the suspect, Barber, was taken into custody. Officers seized 54 grams of methamphetamine, 20 grams of fentanyl, 2 handguns, and 3 ounces of marijuana. Prior to this incident, there had been an open investigation on Barber for a narcotics violation. He was brought back to Lincoln County and placed in the Harvin A. Krause Detention Center under a no-bond hold as he awaited a Wednesday district court date. Reporting for WHKY News, this is Rob Eastwood.
Thanks, Rob. Arianna Mack will bring us on home today with 2 Alexander County arrests.
38-year-old Danny Joe Rice of Statesville was arrested last Thursday by Taylorsville police officers. He's charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and carrying a concealed gun. Rice was released under a $10,000 secured bond. A district court date is scheduled for March 31st. And another arrest, 38-year-old Jeremiah Brantley York of Stony Point was arrested Friday by Alexander County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with felony possession of Schedule I controlled substance and misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. York was released from custody. A district court date is set for March 31st. York has a previous Alexander County charge for driving while license revoked, scheduled for court on April 1st. In Caldwell County, charges of hit and run resulting in property damage, reckless driving with wanton disregard, and driving while license revoked are also pending. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna, and thank you all for joining us here on the Crime Report. For WHKY, I'm Ralph Mangum, reminding you to keep it clean and to keep it legal.